Hi, I'm Ben, and this is my episode review of Avengers Assemble Black Panther Quest that features Spider-Man. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I do reviews or episode recaps of Marvel Spider-Man. Yeah, I know Marvel Spider-Man isn't that great of a show, but I still like to do episode recaps or something like that. Well, before I did an episode recap on Guardians of the Galaxy interacting with Marvel's Spider-Man, and now I'm doing an episode recap of Spider-Man meets Spider-Man meets Black Panther. Well, it mainly opens with it's a two-parter episode because it's mainly begins with Black Panther breaking out of jail, spoiler alert, because everyone thinks he killed Captain America, but he didn't. And Black Widow keeps accusing him. I saw it. Panther killed Captain America, but I'm like, but no, cause he didn't. Cause no, he didn't. Cause so I think Black Widow might be that shapeshifter in the show. Also, another thing. This is supposed to be season 5 of Avengers Assemble, but it's mainly and I know this one's called Black Panther's Quest, but it really focuses on Black Panther. I feel like they should just call it, well, it's just make it a Black Panther standalone show, but it's mainly Black Panther featuring the Avengers with some episodes. It's kind of like Batman the Brave and the Bold, but you know how in that show Batman the Brave and the Bold, where it's Batman but he interacts with other DC superheroes? It's like that, but with Black Panther. They I really don't think this should be season 5 of Avengers Assemble. I really think this should just been an a Black Panther standalone show. Oh, and speaking of which, you might see that I'm not wearing a uh, Spider-Man shirt. Now you might be like, oh, are you wearing a Darkwing Duck shirt? Something like that. It's called Darkwing Bart. I'll show you. See, it's Bart, but he's Darkwing Bart. And you might be like, where did you get such a t-shirt? I ordered it off a website. It's called T Public. It's spelled T-E-E Public. I might send a link in the description. I don't know where I will get. I don't know if I don't know if my channel can do that, but even if I may or may not put it there, just remember T-E-E public. T public. That's how it's spelled. But yeah, in this one, when Black Panther was breaking out, he broke out as scientist, and he Alushi's Claw, because they were teaming up with because Black Panther was teaming up with Alushi's Claws to escape and try to clear his name and try to find Eric Killmonger because he went to Alushi's Claw to find Eric Killmonger or just Killmonger. But then Alushi's Claw broke out the scientist, and he discovered that the scientist is Adrian Toomes. And I'm like, Adrian Toomes, where have I heard of that? Doi, Adrian Toomes is the Vulture. Yeah, so he broke out the Vulture. They went to Horizon High, and they tried to break things out. They tried to break it out. They tried to get his old Vulture costume, but that's the thing. This takes place in the same show as Marvel's Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man was a reboot from Ultimate Spider-Man, so they literally changed the canon from the show because at first, Avengers Assemble, in the beginning of the series, they kind of hinted that it takes place after Avengers Earth Mighty Heroes, but it doesn't really. But yeah, Avengers Assemble mainly takes place in the same show as Ultimate Spider-Man and Hulk and the Agents of Smash. But here, it takes place in the Marvel series. So season 5 is basically a reboot. why couldn't they just reboot? And that's my main problem. Why couldn't they just reboot Avengers Assemble? Why change the canon? Cause now it's doesn't make any sense now. Cause then most of the episodes aren't not exactly canon, and now weird and confusing now. So, cause Avengers Assemble and Hulk and Age of Smash and Ultimate Spider-Man act like they take place in the same world, but there's a lot of things in the canon that's really changed. So they don't exactly take place in the same world, but they're not really that canon, but they do, but they don't. It's really confusing. It's not like DC's universe where there's the Justice League and Batman the Animated Series and this and this. It's kind of confusing with this series. But yeah, so in this one, like Adrian Toomes, they break into the Horizon High, then Spider-Man finds him and tries to web him. Where Black Panther is like, no, this is like this is this. And Spider-Man doesn't listen, like classic superhero cliche misunderstanding. I've never been a big fan of misunderstandings, even in general. But yeah, so they broke in, they broke into the they broke in and saved the day. They broke it. So yes, Black Panther finally went in. Then Alushi's Claw and Vulture were fighting each other, and then Spider-Man attacks Black Panther. Is like three bad guys all here, cause he thinks he's a one criminal, and then Vulture's like, no, they're the wanted bad guys. I'm the good guy. And then they fought a bit. And then he's like, no, you're still the bad guy because Vulture's creating a lot of collateral damage, even though they were doing that in part one of this. But yeah, so anyways, they fought, they did this and this and this, and and Black Panther saves Lucius Claw's life, and he kind of gets it, okay, so he's not really a bad guy. So then they save the day. Well, so then they break. So then they defeated the Vulture. They Black Panther before put a tracking chip on the Lucy's claw, then tracked him down and got him. And then Spider-Man and Panther were talking. It's like you're a wanted criminal. People are saying you're bad, and it's like these. And Black Panther was like, you people say the same thing to you, and that you know it's not true about you. And then Spider-Man was like, yeah, that is true, but it doesn't. But then they realize it doesn't matter what people think about you, and the internet doesn't always tell the truth. Believe me, I know. And and then Spider-Man was like, it doesn't matter what people think, it's matter what you think. And then he set Black Panther free. He got Lucy's claw. Iron Man scolded him for it, but then they arrested Vulture and everything was okay. So that's the episode recap. I hope you enjoyed that episode, and I enjoyed it too. I will admit the colors because right now Avengers Assemble Season 5 is the same exact animation of Marvel Spider-Man, so, and I knew they were gonna do a crossover anytime soon with Marvel Spider-Man, so, yeah, so they literally clarified they changed the canon. And I don't know what to feel about the animation. It's obviously not the worst animation I ever seen, but, like, the colors are a bit muted and dark and muddy, I, I don't let it bother me, but yeah, it deserves better animation. Well, but that's my episode recap of Black Panther Quest and Avengers Assemble crossing over with Spider-Man. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I did, and you might see some new videos.